Actually standing in the orthopedic section of the hospital because it was made into a makeshift emergency intensive care unit. And I'm going to take you in here and have to warn you, though, that the pictures may be a bit disturbing. But these are some of the cases that are being treated. This woman right here, 55-year-old Fatma, a charity worker. She was working in a building that was adjacent to one of the buildings that was struck. But I have to again emphasize that the place we are standing is not an emergency care facility, nor is it an intensive care or special care unit. This is a makeshift room. All of these appliances that are being put to use here have been put really at on an ad hoc basis relatively quickly as the cases were brought in. Here is another student that is being treated. Now, most of these cases, we are told from the doctors here, are suffering from severe head fractures. They are in a state of coma right now. Their status still a bit unclear. So very disturbing images. Hamas was saying these are the types of people that have been caught in the crossfire in Israel's military onslaught. The Israeli military saying it was targeting security installations. Clearly from these pictures, there were civilians that were caught in that fire. We saw a 10-year-old girl, a 10-month-old girl that was being treated here just a short while ago. Her mother was also wounded. Her sister also killed in an attack as a result of the Israeli airstrike. Now, I'm joined by Dr. Hassan Khalaf, the Director General of the Shifa Hospital. Doctor, thank you very much for joining us. I want to start off by asking you, what is the situation at Shifa Hospital now with the amount of cases that have been brought in today?
Well, today is the desperate day. Really, it is the desperate situation. You know, more than 210 cases arrived within 15 minutes of the bombardment, and it was very, very big chaos. You know, we were, moving between and among injured people, among dead people. All the staff were try to do their best. This disaster really, it is more than what we can do, or even more than any big hospital can manage. So really, it was something horrible, really. So we have to manage. We opened the operating rooms. We have already the ordinary 6 operating rooms, but we open another 4 rooms. Even the maternity hospital, we shift injured people to the maternity hospital instead of deliveries, and we have to open them as an urgency just by primitive things.
Now, obviously, there has been an Israeli-imposed siege on Gaza that has depleted the medical supplies of this hospital. How are you guys able to cope with a shortage of medicine and now with the sudden increase of the patients as a result of today's strikes?
Well, we managed to put all our capacity in these places, For example, Ramallah ministry deprive us from the majority of our, share of medicines. What we received up till now for year 2008, only 22% of what have been arranged by the international communities, like WHO and the World Bank, were deprived of all these things, and the equipment, the spare parts, technical support, even the scientific support we are deprived of, and we have to face our fate.